Hey guys, Caleb Collins here, and today we're gonna be learning how to shoot a Zillow 3D home tour. So you're gonna need a tripod. Here's my standard tripod that I use every single day. So we're gonna raise up the height a little bit. So we've got all the pieces we need laid out here to shoot a Zillow 3D home tour. Now this is a critical piece. This is a 3/16 to 1/4 inch adapter. And so you need that because we're gonna take off this tripod head, because these handles, you're gonna see that in every single shot in the 360 camera. And so we gotta take that off. So this is the perfect piece to mount, to connect our 360 camera to the tripod. Make sure your elements are clean here. And right down here, this is where your serial number is. And that's how you connect to the Wi-Fi signal generated by this so you can sync it up to your phone. Charging cable. Make sure to have that with you. Don't want to lose charge when you're in the middle of a shoot. And you just simply screw it onto the adapter. Here's our 360 camera that we're going to be using today. So this is a Theta Ricoh, and Theta, they make quite a few different 360 cameras. So they have a few that are compatible with the Zillow 3D home tour. This one comes with a charging cable. Make sure it's charged up before you get ready to go. But what's convenient about this is actually have a $20 battery bank from Amazon. And when you plug that into this, you can hang down off the tripod and it'll charge the camera as you're going. Now that's been super beneficial. I've been photographing a super large property, and sometimes you run out of battery. This battery lasts like an hour and a half if you're out doing Matterport scans or Zillow 3D scans, and so that can really come in handy. So one other thing that you want to make sure before you get started is that both of your lenses are clean. So that's not quite high enough, so we're going to raise the neck. And so you can tell it's a little slanted here, and so we need to get it to where, as close as we can, that the camera is perfectly vertical, straight up and down. You can see we're tilting a little bit this way. So I'm just going to raise up this leg a little bit to get that height right. We're gonna check it this direction. Okay, we're leaning a little bit, so I'm gonna raise this leg up too a bit to get it straight up and down. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, so I'm just eyeballing it, but really, that looks great right there. So to shoot this Zillow 3D home, you're gonna have to have a compatible device. Got my iPhone? Perfect. So to connect to this camera for the first time, you're gonna have to download the Theta app. So we're gonna go to shoot and register a new camera. Now that we have our serial number put in, it's right on the bottom of the camera. You click register, and now we're gonna join the Wi-Fi network generated by the 360 camera. Perfect. So now we are connected to the camera. You can see what the camera is seeing. And now we're gonna go into the settings just to make sure the firmware is up to date. So to check your firmware settings, you have to jump out of the camera view and click on settings. Then you're gonna go to update firmware. We're gonna check for the latest version. Our camera has already been updated to the latest firmware version. So make sure you have downloaded the Zillow 3D Home app. Let's go ahead and launch that. So now our camera's connected to the phone, and let's start a new virtual tour. The home that we're at currently is new construction, so it's not even on Zillow yet. So we're gonna have to type in the address, but Zillow's not gonna find it. And so we'll click add home and address later. It's a single family home. Now we're ready to start shooting. Capture the tour in the way that you would actually show somebody if you were actually doing an in-person showing. So we'll start here in the entryway. They have a lot of great suggestions here for rooms, but often you won't see exactly how you would want to name something. So we're gonna jump over to custom, and I like entry for this. So set your timer 3, 5, or 10 seconds, and make sure you run out of the room because you don't want to have any people in any of these scans. You can hear the camera do a little chime. That's when you know it's okay to go back and move to the next scan. As long as you're within line of sight between scans, the Zillow app will actually connect the scans together so you can walk through the home. Next, we're gonna do the living room. Try to find strategic spots that a 360 image would look good. Because this living room is so big, we're gonna do a couple scans in here. Add the room, living room, set your timer, and get out of the room. This is a great central spot in the living room. So let's do another living room scan here. I typically do 1 to 2 scans per space. For the living room, because it's so big, I'm doing 2. The kitchen, at least 2 scans in the kitchen. But sometimes if it's more complex, you might need to do 3. I've decided to do 3 scans in this kitchen. One great tip is the Wi-Fi signal and the camera symbol on the back of the camera, that is the back of the camera. And the face of the camera is here. So when you're capturing a scan, you can make sure to point your camera at the most interesting point in the room. This is a great strategic scan because we can capture 2 spaces at once. We've got our dining space here, but it's also right by the kitchen. We're right here by this theater space. So we're gonna do a scan showing how it connects to the main living areas. I'm gonna go ahead and title this as dining room and point the camera there. Then when they spin around, they can see the theater space. There are so many unique nooks and crannies in this house, so I wanna go ahead and try and capture them. So here we've got this really cool bar, and so we're gonna throw that in the scan as well. After you've shot all of the major living areas, now we're gonna move on to the bedrooms. This is the master, so we are going to name it master bedroom. In this master bathroom, it's so big that not just one scan could show both ends of it. So I'm actually gonna start down here, do a scan in this space, and then we'll do another one down by the tub and shower. As you're scanning, the camera is transferring the file to your phone. And in the background, it is automatically uploading these to the cloud. In this bathroom, it's a Jack and Jill. And so if you strategically place your camera between the 2 spaces, in the 360, you can see both the vanity area and the shower. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in that this is a Jack and Jill bathroom. Now that we've finished all of the inside captures, we're gonna move to the outside. If you've got a longer distance to go between where your scan is and where there's a safe place for you to hide out of the shot, make sure you utilize that 10-second timer. It's a lifesaver. Now we're in the backyard, so I'm gonna strategically place in the middle so I can see the whole back patio area as well as the surrounding backyard. We're gonna go to exterior and do backyard. Got my 10-second timer set so I can run out of the shot. If a home has a standout feature, like this one has a 4-car garage, so let's go ahead and do an extra scan to capture that. Now we're gonna be shooting our last scan, which is of the front yard. So typically I like to choose it strategically, like you're walking down to the front door. We've completed our Zillow 3D home tour. Now look through all of your scans and make sure that all of them have uploaded. There will be a little progress bar at the bottom of each image if it hasn't completed. Once all of your images have completed uploading, then you're gonna click Capture Complete. And if the home is ready to go on the market, you can do Finish and Publish. This home is off the market, so we're actually gonna do Finish without publishing. Now your tour is gonna be ready to view in roughly 15 minutes. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you'd like to learn more about video marketing, subscribe to our channel. It's the best place to learn and grow with your real estate marketing.